Hi there, I'm going to just give you a little bit of a tour around Zoom for those of you that might have missed the first week for Functional Skills English, but also for those of you that maybe want a slower paced version of what we did in the lesson in our first week. So just to sort of talk you through some of the controls and what you potentially are going to see on your screen. So when you come into the Zoom, when you come into the meeting, initially you'll see a screen, you'll see the different faces and the different people that are in the meeting. Currently there is me and me. I've logged in twice just to try and sort of show you so you can see what the student view would be like and not just the teacher view. So you might also find that the teacher is going to share a screen, which will then push the faces over to one side, but that's absolutely fine. So to start off with, a couple of basic controls. You can watch my little cursor sort of moving around the screen. Over to the left here, there is a mute button. Okay, so if at any time you wish to choose to mute yourself, you would click on that button and it would put a little red line through it which shows that your microphone is then muted. Your video camera, which is right on the right hand side of that icon along the bottom there, works in the same way. So if you click on that, a red line will appear through it and your face will disappear from screen. I'm about to demonstrate. So you can probably still hear me, but you now can't see me. Ta-da! It is as straightforward as that. I tend to start my meetings with you all on mute. I do have the control as the tutor to mute you if I need to, simply because if I need to get a message out there to all of you students at the same time and you're all chattering away, no one's going to hear it. Same as if we were in the classroom. If I need to give you information, I would imagine you would be listening in and being quiet for the most part so that I can get that information across. So the next thing that I want to talk to you about, when you come into the classroom, it may not always be clear what your name is. If you move along the bottom bar, there is a little icon that looks like a couple of people and it says participants. If you click on this, something like this bar that we see on the right will occur. So if you find your name, if you hover your cursor over it and click more, you have got the option there to rename. So in this case, well, let's change it to Gabby M. Let's try that. Click OK. And as you can see over here on the participants bar, it has changed to Gabby M. What I kind of need from you guys when you come into the classroom, I do need you to be named as per your first and last name. Okay, so I'm going to change that back to Gabby Merry to do the same as you. I need first and last names. If I've got 3 Dans in the same class, or 2 Kierans, or I need to be able to tell you guys apart. And to be honest, if you're not showing me your faces, how am I going to know who's who? So please, when you start your class, I need you to set your name to your first and last name. Okay. Something else that you might find over here at the bottom, we've got the 3 dots. So once you've come onto the participants bar, there is the option here to raise your hand. And what that then does is that will notify me as the tutor that you have got a question, that you need to stop and ask me something. So if you're muted and you can't talk out loud and tell me, that is the best way to get my attention. So if you look over here at the little participants bar, I've now got a little blue hand next to my microphone and my recorder symbols. So that, as a tutor, I can see who's got their hands up, who needs to be talking to me. I can pause what I'm doing. I can unmute that person and have a chat with them as per whatever they need. And then at the end of the question, at the end of what your contribution is or what you want to say, if you come back down to the dot over here, lower hand takes it away for us like magic. So that's just a nice simple way of us communicating, taking turns, respecting the rights of others to take turns and to contribute as well, so that we're not all piling in at once and trying to talk at the same time over each other. Couple of other things then that we can do for a quick reaction. If you come back down here to the bottom bar, we've got this one here that looks like a smiley, like an emoji really. We've got two options. We've got the thumbs up option and we've got the clapping hands motion. So what that then does, puts a little thumbs up in the corner for me. Just, it won't stay forever and it will disappear pretty quickly. But if I asked a quick question to the group and say, can I just have a thumbs up to check who got that, who saw that, I can just see on my screen with the students that are there who's understood, who's listened, and it's a lot quicker than doing the whole raise your hand, lower your hand situation. So quick thumbs up or a quick round of applause just shows me that you're listening in and that you've understood what I've asked you to do. I think apart from one last function, we're nearly there, guys. So if we come back down to the bottom here, I'm going to hide the participants bar now. And next to participants is chat. So this is the bit where if you need to type something to me, you can ask a question. If I ask for a quick answer, I don't want a long detailed answer, I might ask you to type your answer into the chat, and this is how we access it. So we click on the chat bar here, we would click our cursor into the bit where it says type message, and then once we've written what we want to say, you can press enter and it will appear in the chat. And it's a bit like when you have comments on, say, a Facebook feed or an Instagram, the comments follow on in order. You will also find sometimes I might share links with you in this way, so everyone in the meet can access this. So I might put a link in there that you can then open and click on. When there's a new message, you'll probably find that where we have this little speech bubble icon for the chat, a little red sort of dot will appear and it will show you that there is a message waiting to be read. So I will also use this as a way of sharing things with you, as well as a way of you communicating with me. Okay, so if you still have any further questions about these day-to-day things that we're going to do on Zoom, if you need to have a little bit of a practice or just generally feeling a bit unsure, that's okay. We're all very new to it and it is going to take some time getting used to sort of going from one part to another. So we're all learning together. If you've got any further questions, you can message me on my email address or on the Learn system. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.